Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I am going to go through the PlayStation VR2 today, so PSVR2. We're going to take a look at it. Just arrived, I guess it's the 22nd, so it's the day it launches. And we've got essentially probably 6 or 7 games already. I'm waiting on a couple more to come through, and we should be good to go. So we're going to do the unboxing, take a look at it. I've got the whole area set up. Got the one accessory, which was I guess it's the controller holder charger thing. So that's the only other accessory, but let's take a look at it now. This is the PSVR2 Sense controller charging station. So it's going to house the actual controllers and give us somewhere on the desk. And this was, I think it was around $50 for this unit, which is not too bad in the end. You know, I kind of like these just for the fact that they're easily accessible. They keep everything charged up. You don't have to go search for cables. You know, I always tend to end up losing my USB-C cables, and I take it that's what we're talking about here is USB-C, but we'll go ahead and take a look at it. There's our, I guess, some end caps maybe. Oh, those are maybe the magnetic pieces that you need to plug into the controller to charge, because the controllers do use USB-C, and you would normally plug a cable in, but this is very similar to the design that I have for the Oculus or Meta Quest 2. I bought it from Anker, I think that's how they say it, Anker. It's a charging base, and it gives you a new set of batteries and connectors that you put into the handset. And then in the side of the headset, where the USB-C would be, you put this little adapter piece, and it's magnetic, and that's what the charger connects to when you drop it in. So I'm going to think that this is very similar. You put those pieces in the end of the controllers, and then when you drop the controllers in, that's how they connect to start charging, which is really nice. I like that idea. Got a standard, it looks like the 5-volt adapter they sell with most everything. This would have went all the way, 5.1 volt now, but this would have went all the way back to like the PS TV and the PS Vita chargers and stuff like that. Little cable to go with that. And then these are the little adapters that'll go into the back of each controller. And there's places right here. So it's got a USB-C there, and then when it drops in, it just kind of magnetizes to where it'll start charging. So that's nice. I like that. That is the smart way to do it, instead of having to plug cables in or try to have smaller connectors. I don't know how they would do it otherwise, but this makes a lot of sense. So we'll stick that back in there for now. We'll move this out of the way. I like this setup though. These are always convenient to have. So the next piece, as I clear this off, is the headset. That's really it. I mean, there's not a lot to this one like there was with the original PSVR device. So here we go, and we'll do a comparison to what the PSVR in terms of size looks like here. Get that down. Oh boy. Get this out of here. We don't need paperwork. And that is a tight box. So hopefully we'll get it on the wide angle shot here. I'll grab that. Trade that out. They pack it very well. I mean, even though it's just all compressed in there, it's pretty well packed. Now this is the Horizon Call of the Mountain edition or bundle. So it comes with the game, it comes with the headset and the controllers, and that's really it. It's either you get the game for, I think it was $5.99 with this, or you minus the game, you just get the headset and the controllers for $5.49. So you ultimately saved like $10 in the end is how it looks. So this is what it looks like. kind of the layout of the box. Pretty small. I mean, this is slightly smaller, I guess, than the original PSVR box. Let's go ahead and dig into this now. Cut our seal. Now you do have a 30-day return on this as well, which is kind of nice. So, it's like another box in a box. Okay, hold on. How do we get this box out without destroying the next box? Or the other box? Give me one sec here. Actually, we'll flip it upside down. That'll be the best. There we go. That didn't help anything. The actual whole box came out. That's funny. Yeah, so they mentioned, I'll show this really fast. This was the tough part to get out. They mentioned that the shipping container, or the box that it came in, would be where you could store, and I'm having to get this on the further back camera, where you could store the headset. So their idea, they mentioned this on, I forget what it was, one of their unboxing videos, is that you would just kind of set the headset in there. It's got places for the controller, and that's it, and you kind of store it away. Now, we're obviously not going to do that. Maybe for the headset, but the controllers are going to sit on the actual base most of the day. So, nice little box. Again, I'm not too big into boxes, so we may not even keep that. It's not something I'm concerned about. Let's take a look in here. Well, let's take a look at the controllers. So these are supposed to be the best of the best. Now, I like the MetaQuest 2 controllers and the Steam Knuckles. So I'm a real big fan of both of those. But these definitely look interesting. And it's more of a design that I think is where everything's headed, as it's been going that way anyhow. But I mean, in terms of being able to give you that more freedom of letting go, but still having the device on your hand, because the knuckles, the Steam Knuckles, you can actually, they have pressure sensation, or it's not pressure sensitive, I don't think. It's just, it knows when you're holding it, and it knows when all three fingers are on there, as you know, as well as there's a sensor on the trigger for your finger here and on your thumb. So I don't know if these have that, but that would be kind of my expectation moving forward. So it can show your hand closing even though you're not pressing anything, which is more of that sensation of reality kind of thing. But they're not heavy. They're actually pretty good size. Again, we'll do a comparison to the original PlayStation VR motion controllers. The what did they call those? The wands. The plus control. I forget what they called them now. Here is for size comparison, the MetaQuest 2 unit. So all in all, very similar size, right? Let me move this one. Take a look at those two right here. You know, pretty close in terms of the grip size and the triggers. You know, this one has a halo that doesn't go around your arm, but this one does. And then the control stick, very similar, close in size, design, button layout, all of that. Wrist strap. So yeah, that's a pretty nice design. That's where your adapter is going to go that we have for the desktop charger. So not too bad. The Move controller is the one I was thinking of. That's what you used with the original PSVR. So I did find one of my Move controllers, and just to give size comparison to that, you know, that's what your PSVR 2 controller is to your PSVR 1. And then again, here's the MetaQuest 2. So that's kind of what they look like right there. Again, you know, this being, I'll use the term that I can think of that's kind of antiquated technology is in like Fallout. That's what you're dealing with. This came from the PS3 days, so we're talking about something that is more than 15, 16 years old, something like that, and was, you know, not refurbished, but repurposed for controlling the PSVR 1. Now that that's gone, you know, that's not something we'll ever have to see again. This is more the design everybody's, you know, going to be used to, one of these two. So that's kind of what the controller, or the Stadia controllers, look like. In terms of the headset, let's take a look at that. Now, big difference. A lot less accessories for this. There's no extra camera needed. All of your cameras are in the headset. So similar to, that's the unit right there. Looks very nice. Similar to the MetaQuest, now you have your cameras. We can take a look at that. There's the MetaQuest 2 with the cameras there. Much lighter, you know, no battery. I have an extra battery in this one, which is this piece back here. That's a whole battery. No batteries at all, because this is wired, obviously. It has a USB-C, one USB-C cable that's going to go right into the front of the PS3 right here, or PS5. I'm still thinking about the other one. Right into the front of the PS5 right here. So everything's in the PS5. This is really just the screen, a vibration motor, I believe, up in the front of it. And then obviously your audio, your earbuds, and, you know, some cameras, maybe some motion sensing there as well. That's about it. But, you know, in terms of size, that's what you're looking at between the MetaQuest 2 and the PSVR 2. In terms of lenses, PSVR 2 looks bigger, in my opinion. If you can see those. Now, I do like how they've done this accordion for that. I think that that's going to be really nice to get a good fit on your face. Although the PSVR, or the MetaQuest 2, with these little blockers that you can buy, are not bad at all either. So not a bad unit. I do like this being an all-in-one unit. Very nice. And we'll do some comparison videos and things like that as we go on the channel. Now, let's take a look at the original PlayStation VR. That's it right there. You know, lots of cables. We got 2 extra cables here. Earbuds are probably in here for the PSVR 2, so we'll get those out in a minute. But in terms of size, you know, a little bit more compact, not by much, but a little bit. In terms of lenses, now mine's dusty here because I haven't used the PSVR 1 in a while, but definitely, again, smaller than the PSVR 2. The headset in general, this is considerably lighter. I'd probably have to imagine, oh, this is a pound, something like that, maybe. This is probably like 1.5 pounds. So it's definitely going to have a little bit, it's going to be a little bit easier on your neck and everything. But in general, these were never great. They left a lot of light through. I bought different things to try to block that out. Again, this looks like the way to go, the accordion design. This does have a microphone as well. You have your power button there. Same thing. This one also had some brightness controls, things like that. So a little bit extra. But overall, it served its purpose. No cameras in the front. Look at how scuffed up that is. No cameras in the front or anything like that. Just the lights that the other camera that used to sit on the TV would track for positioning. And that's what also on the top of the Move controller, it would track the color here so it could determine where you were, where the headset was, you know, things like that. All the tracking is done inside, just like the MetaQuest 2. So now let's take a look in the box. Shouldn't be too much. That would be the full game download code. I will be using that to do some testing. You've got a manual. You've got your headset, and then a charger for your controllers, and that's all that's in there. So yeah, I mean, in the end, for $600, let's just set it up right. For $600, this is what you're buying right here. That's set up right there. The headset, 2 controllers, the 1 game, charging cable for the controllers, earbuds for the headset, and a manual. So that's really all you need, which is kind of nice. It's nice to see that there's not a ton of stuff that you got to have either. Now, the one thing that I do have that I probably will use with it, which I know a lot of people are back and forth on, but I will be using the PlayStation 5 headphones for it, which supposedly go and fit over okay. So I'll probably use those, but I don't mind this. This is a more of the similar design of the second, I think it was the second generation PSVR, the second redesign of the PSVR, the original PSVR, had this type of headset where it actually is more conforming, and it's not like an inline, like little piece that fits in on your lapel and then goes up to your ears. And you've got dangling. It's a little bit more form-fitting, just goes right by your ears. You have these little pieces right here that hold on to the headphones. And that's kind of, what it looks like in the end. So you can use those. I know that on the PSVR, the original one, that when you use the headsets that came with it, you got surround sound. So if you were turning left or right, the sound would turn with you. If you used would have been PSVR or PS4 kind of headphones, it wouldn't do that. I believe because these have the 3D sound with the PlayStation 5 that they will give you the same effect as these. We'll verify that though. But yeah, get some different ear tips for it, but they look pretty standard. So it looks like you could take ones off an Apple set of Apple headphones or any other type of headphones anymore and be able to use those. This is just a standard USB-C cable for charging. And let's grab our dock station here just as an example. Move this out of the way. We need these 2 little pieces. And these just plug right into here. And I don't think it really matters which way they go. They just click in like that. Now it does matter which way they fit on here, but it's kind of simple to figure that out. Right, like that. They just kind of drop on. They don't even click in, they just drop in there and make that connection. Just like that. Similar idea. So very similar to the charging unit that I have for the Meta Quest in terms of charging the unit from a third party. This is all first party stuff, but this is an extra piece. Now the desktop charger is $50. Again, $600 for the headset, the controllers, and the game. So $650, $700 with tax. It was free shipping. It's kind of an expensive investment, but I will say that in comparison to like the Valve Index or the HTC gear, you're probably going to get out a little bit cheaper. But again, with those, you have to have a PC. With this, you have to have a PS5. It's additional expense. So this is it. Let's go ahead and start looking at some stuff on the unit, some games, things like that, get a feel for it, and maybe we'll even do some comparison with, fit and design of like the headset itself and how it feels versus the other ones that I've got. Now, I believe I downloaded a lot of stuff to cover the installation. So all we have to do, it's got a little red light on it right there. I think you can see it better there. Right there it is, sorry. So we're gonna hit the power button. Yeah, it is really dark. And these, I would tell you that these right here, It probably is going to depend a little bit on the person. You know, not everybody's head is the perfect fit for anything, so your experience may vary. Wow. Kind of looks like Index. Okay, this demo requires use of the VR headset, PSVR2, Sense controllers. Oh, there's my arms. Now, it's not like the Knuckles, so there's no senses here. But it does know when I put my fingers over the buttons. Like there. There we go. I don't want it that close. Yeah, your headset oh, that is wild. I like that. Swear to God, something's going to jump at me and I'm not going to expect it because they've changed something, and there goes the whole office setup. I don't know if you can move. Yeah, you can move stuff, so it's interactive. Ah, cheers, there it was. That was funny. Look at that. That is awesome. That is really cool. In VR, that is wild. So, let's see. Let's give her some gas. Oh my God. Oh, wow. It's always impressive playing VR and seeing something again, like redone. Like this basically looks brand new. Looking to see what the gloves say. So, what to eject? Redo you. Push that out and now I'm out. Oh my, what? No. Wow, what was that thing? This is crazy. I've played this game so many times, I've never seen anything like that. Hey, perfect. Look at that. I can see it with the steering wheel being really cool. It's pretty crisp. It definitely is a higher fidelity headset. You can tell the difference there. I will say, it's a shame they don't support the actual like VR controls. Like you have to use the DualSense like regular controller, but with the steering wheel, you know, that's another couple $100, $300 investment. It's probably going to be cool, but is it worth like $300 when you could just kind of have the same feeling with maybe the VR controllers? Oh yeah. A little bit faster. I'm not great at this game, so I'm probably going to crash, but the detail and the quality, oh, it's killer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to beat these guys, but oh, there's already some in the grass.
To the left. Here comes that tall neck. Watch out for those snap moths. This is why I never go swimming. Hello back. Oh! Any day you don't get turned into charcoal is a good day. Thunderjaw. moments where I wish I'd stayed back in Meridian. Yeah. Keep running. Fireball. Make it angry. Yeah, it's definitely not happy. Oh, Stormbird! They're fighting! I don't know what to do! Here comes that Thunderjaw!
So, what do I think of PSVR 2? I will tell you that it's a nice upgrade. It's nice that I already have the PS5, so I didn't have to spend the $500 plus the $600 for the headset. So, like, you know, $1,000 to $1,100 depending upon the configuration. I didn't have to have that like right away, so or all out of pocket at once. Had the PS5 for a year or two, 2 years, whenever it launched, and just got the headset now. So it's a nice upgrade, but right now I feel that it's a little overpriced. I'm not gonna make excuses there, right? Like I think that $599 for the game and the VR headset and the controllers, a little expensive. I think $499 for that package would have been better. $449 for without a game would have been maybe more ideal. So then you would have been right at $1,000. You know, while the unit is amazing, it's great. It's a screen. It's a screen, a processor to kind of do some of the work of, you know, the tracking of the headset and, you know, maybe the thumping of the VR thing, which is really cool. And, you know, the handsets. That's really the tech that you're paying for. And I don't know if this is any really more advanced than the Meta Quest 2 for the controller, what it does. I will say these things are a pain to put on. If you've got the headset already on, to get your hand in here, I always am grabbing it the wrong way. I don't like that. Like, while they're really cool, they're really a pain to put on when you're doing it blind. The Meta Quest 2, you just kind of know. It's easy to pick these up and say, oh, this is the right hand, because it shows you that, right? For some reason it showed us that in the beginning, but it doesn't show us these like when we're playing just in like a 2D space on the VR. It doesn't show you where they're at and like what position, which handset they are. They should do that. It's something that would make it just easier. It took me at least a minute to put each one on, is what it felt like, because I'd grab it and I'd be like this, and oh wait, I gotta get the wrist strap, and I've got it on the wrong hand, and I'm trying to flip it around, like, nope, that's not right, let me do this, put the wrist strap on, oh, I got it upside down, okay, let me reverse it, and you're having to take it on and off, and it's just kind of a weird thing. So while they're technically cool, I think that they need something visual within the game, within the UI, that you can tell what's going on with them, and it makes it easier to put them on and off. Like I said, in the tutorial it did, but it doesn't do that in the menu as far as I could tell. It's not really intuitive right in that way. The headset itself, it's light. The screens look nice. Earbuds work fine. They're definitely short. It's good for when you take it on and off, right? It's easy to put on and off. You just kind of pull that back, stick it on your face, and then you can make your adjustments and put your headphones in. And when you take it off, like even if you not rip it, but like even if you pull it straight off, like these just pop out of your ear and they're still connected, which is nice. I haven't tried it with my actual audio headset, which I'm looking forward to, but right now, pretty satisfied with that. The accordion design of the blocker is really nice. I think that that's a great idea. The headset overall design, they had nothing wrong with the first one, so they kept with the same design, and yeah, it works still. It's really good. I don't know if there's any more eye adjustments I need to do. There could be. Anything else about it? Like I said, the fidelity of it, the visuals, the vibration in the front is really cool. I thought that was really wild when we were doing that Resident Evil Village, where it actually, you know, when you shot, you could feel it in both the controller and the headset when the shotgun shot. I thought that was really cool. I'm not sure how well this will hold up. When I noticed when I was digging around with when I'm working on it and putting it on and off, that this stuff right here, it's a vent, but like the corners and the whole side had popped open. Like it actually disconnected already. So I was able to snap it right back together. No problem. No harm, no foul kind of thing. But it seems a little flimsy that it came that way. Maybe that's a factory thing, or maybe it was just, it's a little flimsy. I don't know. I didn't notice it until we were taking off the headset for the switch between No Man's Sky and Gran Turismo 7. So take it as you will. But comfortable, nice and light. Again, in comparison to the MetaQuest 2 with the extra batteries and the computer and everything that's in that, that's a heavier device. This feels really good. It doesn't have to worry about the weight balancing so much or anything like that. Haven't tried online, haven't tried the microphone yet, but I'm pretty sure being where it is, it'll probably be okay. And it's nice that it's all in one unit. So if you want to sit there and just use it 2D mode, and you just want to play on a big screen, like inside the headset, no VR stuff going on, it's nice that you can have like your headphones and your mic, and you're ready to go and talk with your buddies and play whatever game you want to play, your online gaming, and everything's already set up. But for VR, it's a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they do with it, with other games, and the games that we've already got. So hopefully we'll have like a collection of these launch window titles here within this week going out, along with the Steam Deck stuff. Again, we're not getting away from Steam Deck. I don't want anybody to worry about that. We're just adding more things in. And I do appreciate, just for future praise on the companies that have already sent like games like Moss 1, 2, Townsman VR, After the Fall. Those have already been sent over from the publishers, so I'm going to get to those, do those videos. I appreciate them sending that like right away. I didn't get them in advance, but you know, getting them the day of so I can start recording, super nice. So everybody's really, really great about that, supporting it. Plus all the support, you know, the channel gets for the Steam Deck stuff, you know, all the developers that send games. I appreciate everybody's support again. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.